A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulls will kick this deep to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Torres. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Tulane's will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary. That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. Second down after that short completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. No huddle now for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And it's 7-0 after the VAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So USF's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team. Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. fielded in the end zone. It's Torres. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking deep here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Put it up for grabs. The defense comes down with it.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Right?
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the second down play. And the running back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The offense going with the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, You throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Bulls. This quarterback on fire today. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. That's exactly what they did right here.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's a fly to the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll run it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up, as the stats reflect. They flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Johnson. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. Third down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play.
Trying for a 4th down completion. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Brings up second down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
Bringing it back, it's Ortega. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. Let's see how they play this one. To throw, it's Johnson. And here comes a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the back gets the football. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, knocked the ball to 44.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Hold it.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense...
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Bulls hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
South Florida, 28, Tulane, 7.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Trucks through the defender. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Second down, looking to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He's moving out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Bringing pressure. He flips it to the back across the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pocket breaking down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower And these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
And the returner will be brought down. The USF offense is back out there now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We get the second half started with the running play.
A pickup of 8. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Gain of 1. Third down coming.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he get there on the ground? The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the...
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Looking to pass. It's Johnson. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Caught quickly. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Putting up the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. And they'll stop him after a short gain. The Bulls come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Dropping back, it's Johnson. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Refusing to be brought down. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. This time a completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Hey, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out.
Open.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking for some space. It's Ortega. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And now the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Brought down at the 33-yard line.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll use the ground game here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Johnson. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Tulane Green Wave will take over first and 10.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made over the middle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tulane.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd take the extra point here, make it a 1-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Trying to confuse the offense. Now the offense is set up with a short field. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll get him down that time. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down after that running play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The Bulls will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, drops back, looking to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, USF.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And now they'll set up for the point after. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
42, Tulane, 27.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now they come up to spike it to stop the clock.
The attempted throw is incomplete. It leads to
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the interception will end it, the final play of the ball game. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.